Now, we actually also asked, when faced with a situation like the above, which is the better long-term risk to the company's reputation? And we asked people to select one. It was a forced choice. And choice number one, at 64%, said, in speaking out, the company has inserted itself into a political issue that is unwinnable and bound to alienate and frustrate some stakeholders. Well, nearly 2/3 of Americans believe that. And then in not speaking out, however, the company has signaled its indifference to some stakeholders who might see conflicts between their values and their positions. And again, look at the differences between speaking out, where boomers agree with that even more than general pop at 69%. But look again at the difference between white and black Americans, 65 versus 57%. But then look at how the numbers pop against younger people versus boomers, younger people and black people. Again, older Americans say speaking out is bad. Younger and black Americans say there's risk in actually not speaking up. This is something that we call sort of the optics of indifference. And now, when we look at this, in fact, social activism is actually considered customer acquisition in some instances, again, driven by the generational emergence of millennials and Gen Z. And they really see it carrying less risk. So if you're younger, you see less risk and more reward. So we asked two questions. On the left-hand side, when CEOs speak out on social issues, what do you think they are trying to accomplish the most? How interesting is this? We were really surprised to see that 42% believe that values or speaking out on social issues is actually a form of attracting new customers. And 31% believed it had an influence on stock price, and 27% believed that it engendered employee goodwill. I would have actually thought of those almost in the opposite rank order, but interesting how Americans see that. And then we asked, generally speaking, is there more risk or more reward in a CEO speaking out on social issues? Again, 59% of general population believe more risk, 41% believe more reward. But again, the number is inside the demo, is the story. When we look at Black Americans, for instance, 14-point difference on less risk and 14-point difference on more reward, right? And then when we look at Gen Z, millennials versus boomers, an 18-point difference on more reward for Gen Z versus boomers. So if you're younger, more likely to be people of color, you see more reward and less risk, which is opposite from older white Americans.